Bi'ur Mishnah Gimel. The third Mishnah. This is another interesting case. Behema mesukenet. An animal that's in danger. Now, what does it mean in danger? It means it's about to die. It's old. It's sick. Now, you have to remember, when an animal, it's not like today. It is a little bit like today. But an animal was a lot of money. It was like a car. You know, you don't replace a car every day. It was like a car. It was a vast amount of money. So when before an animal becomes not good for you, it dies on the field, there's nothing you can do for it. No. So it says, shechtet, check it, maybe it's completely blemished, then you're not allowed to use it all. But it's possible that it is not blemished. And then you're allowed to eat it. So it says, so here comes in. This is the problem. Yom Tov comes in, and you have an animal that is about to die. Now you want to shecht it. Why? Because you want to use the meat now, because I can use it on Yom Tov. If I'm going to wait after Yom Tov, it might die during Yom Tov. It might die during the holiday, and then the whole meat is for waste. I cannot use it now if it dies. I need to shecht it. So this is the case, okay? You have a chicken, for example, which is about to die. You can see it. It's like Behema mesukenet, an animal which is in danger. מי שיש לו ביום טוב, בהמה שהיא חולה מסוכנת. It's an animal that is sick, it's about to die. והוא רוצה לשחטה, he wants to shecht it. מפני, לפי שחושש שמה תמות ונתנבל, he's afraid. Any second now, it will die, and then all the meat goes to waste. That's it. וכבר סעד. So the problem here is he doesn't need to eat it on Yom Tov. See, if he needs to eat it on Yom Tov, go ahead, no problem.
You're allowed. Also a question, if he had in mind to eat it. But what if he didn't have in mind to eat it?
Yeah, so we said all animals, there's an opinion, and this is the opinion that we take, that all the animals in your possession, in your yard, you're allowed to shecht. You don't have to say. There is an opinion that you have to say this one. That you're thinking about. But there's an opinion that it's if in the herd, your mind is in all the herd. It's like an apple tree. Your mind is in all the apple.
You just want to save money.
Yeah. Exactly. That's the only thing. You want to save money. וכבר סעד ולא צריך לה לסעודתו. So it's mincha time already. It's mincha. You already had, if it's before the third meal, I can say, I shechted in the morning. You can say, but I can shecht again because I have another meal. But over here, you had all the meals of the day already. There's no other reason to shecht it now. Why are you shechting? So it says, lo yishchot. You're not allowed to shecht it in Yom Tov. You're not allowed to shecht it. Ella, it says, when is he not allowed to shecht it? If he doesn't have the time to eat it. Even though he had all the meals already, he's allowed to say to himself, I want another meal. I want another meal. I'm not allowed to have another meal. Good, so he'll have to eat it. But even though he had all the meals, and he doesn't plan, right now, he's not planning to have another meal. And I know he's tricking. He's tricking God. He's saying, you know what, I'll shecht it and then I'll eat. But if he doesn't have time to shecht it and eat it, he's not allowed to do it. But if he has time to shecht it and eat it, even though he's not so interested in the eating, he's still allowed to do it. אלא אם כן יש שהות ביום, only if there's enough time in the day, לאכול ממנו כזית צלי, to eat from it, an olive amount, roasted. Let me explain what's going on over here. When you take an animal, when you shecht an animal, usually you need to salt it. And the salting process takes about 2 hours, 3 hours. Because you need to let it wait in the salt, and you have to wash it, you do it again. It takes 2-3 hours, this whole process. So over here, it says you don't even have to wait for the salting. Why? Because there's a rule that if you shecht the animal, you don't need to salt it within 24 hours, I think? 72 hours. Yeah, so if you shecht an animal, it only needs to be salted if you're going to keep it 72 hours without roasting it. But if you put it on the fire, immediately after the shechting, between 72 hours, you don't need to roast it. So over here, you don't need to wait the time for the salting. Even it's enough for you to take apart, you shecht it, take apart, put it on the grill, 2 seconds, not 2 seconds, even a little bit more, until you grill it, 5 minutes, and then you eat it. You're allowed to. If you have the time, in other words, if you have 20 minutes, go ahead and do it. Even though in 20 minutes you cannot salt it, it takes much more than 20 minutes to salt it, you can still do it. Even though you don't have time to eat it cooked. Because roasting is much less than cooking. And you don't even need to salt it. But in our example, what's the problem? There's a new concept that we're going to get over here in halacha. The new concept, by the way, you use it in many cases, even today in modern time. It's called hefsed merube. It's called you lose a lot of money. If a person loses a lot of money, there is some leniencies. I mean, there's not completely, if something is not kosher, it's not kosher. But there are particular leniencies if a person is going to lose a lot of money. Sheyesh hefsed meribu, hekilu chachamim. Over there, the sages were lenient. She'im yesh shehut lechol mimeno kezait tzli, that if there is enough time to eat from the animal a little bit of it roasted, mutar leshachta b'yom tov. You're allowed to shecht it in Yom Tov. ויש מדייקים מלשון משנתנו, there are those who learn from this Mishnah, שאפילו אינו אוכל, אלא שיכול היה לאכול מותר לשחוט. The Torah says, you don't have to eat it. If you have enough time to eat it, already you're allowed to do it. So in other words, you don't even have to eat it. Just the fact that you have enough time to eat, that the potential is there, that's good enough to eat it. You don't have to trick God even. Rabbi Akiva Omer, Rabbi Akiva says, you know what? I'm going to give you even more lenient than that. How can you be more lenient than that? Rabbi Akiva says, you don't have to roast it. Some people like to eat, can eat raw meat. Rabbi Akiva Omer, afilu kezait chai mibeit vichata. It says, even if you just have enough time to shecht it and to cut a piece and to eat it, that's good enough for me. Rabbi Akiva makel yoter. Rabbi Akiva is very lenient. שאפילו אין שהות ביום אלא לאכול כזית בשר חי ממקום שחיטתה, that even if you just shechted it and take a bite after you shechted it, he says you're allowed to, שאינו צריך הפשט האור, which means according to Rabbi Akiva, you don't even need to take the skin off. Shecht it, piece of skin, you have enough time for that, it's enough. מותר לשלחתה, you're allowed to shecht it, אין הלכה כרבי עקיבא. The halacha is not like Rabbi Akiva. In other words, you need the time to shecht the animal, take the skin off, butcher it, put it on a grill, whatever time it takes. Finish this. Up to here we finished. Next area. What happens? You go out to the field. This is the behema mesukenet, if you remember. Shachata basade. Let's say you slaughtered it, you went out to the field to slaughter it. Because it's far away from the house. You went out to the field. Shachat et habehema biyom tov basade. So he shechted the animal in Yom Tov in the field. Now, this is talking about any case. It's not just when it's danger. Any animal that you shecht in the field. Okay? יש מפרשים שדובר גם כאן דווקא בצורה מסוכנת. Oh, actually I was wrong. He says it depends. There are two opinions over here. Some says we're only talking about an endangered animal that is about to die. But some says ben bria ben mesukenet. It's in any case. There's two opinions over here. So it says, once you shecht it in the field, usually what you do is you take a big stick, you put it from my shoulder to another guy's shoulder, you hang the animal, and you take it back home from the field. That's the usual way you will do it. So it says, lo yevi'ena bemot ubemota. It says, don't take this animal back into your home after you shechted this animal with a big stick. במות גדול או במות קטן, הנישא ידי שני אנשים על הכתפיים או בידיהם. Through these sticks that you put on the shoulders and you carry the animals. Don't do it that way. Why not? So it says, not that it's not allowed to. Of course you're allowed to. That's not the problem. But people are going to look at you and people are going to think, hey, you opened up a butchery during Yom Tov. It looks like you're doing something, big. שעל ידי כך הוא עושה פרסום לדבר. It looks like to everybody who's looking at you, hey, this guy went on butchering spree on Yom Tov. Umezazel bechvod Yom Tov. He does it like a regular day. So in other words, you can do it, just take it part by part. In other words, do it in a way that people, not to make big noise out of the whole thing. אבל מביא בידו איברים. But you're allowed to bring it back into your house, limb by limb. Now the problem is, I'll tell you what's the problem if you bring limb by limb. There's a problem bringing it limb by limb. If you bring the whole animal at once, it's 5 minutes of work. If you're going to go back and forth limb by limb, it might take you 3 hours. So it says the second opinion says it's preferable that it takes you 3 hours, of work on Yom Tov than people thinking you're doing it for that. That's preferable. That's the whole discussion. What's preferable? It says, even though you're walking, people seeing you walk back and forth a million times, maybe say, hey, the guy's walking. No. From the fact that they see you walk back and forth, they know why you're walking. You're walking because it's Yom Tov. In other words, they don't have the danger that they think you're walking for no reason. They know you're walking for the sake of Yom Tov, and that's allowed. In the other case, there's only one chance that they're going to see you in 5 minutes, not 3 hours. But that 5 minutes, it looks like you're walking not for Yom Tov. Over here, it appears that you're walking for Yom Tov, because otherwise you wouldn't be walking back and forth so many times. Because everybody understands, now I understand why you shechted the animal. You shechted the animal because he needs the meat for Yom Tov. Again, two opinions over here. Are we talking about a case where it's only mesukenet, only endangered animal, or you're talking about even a regular shechting? Finished Mishnah Gimel.